Welcome to our first country here in Cebu, Philippines. If you're new to my channel, I have been saving and investing for the past 10 years, which allowed me to generate more money from my investments than my own job. So I have 3 steps that allowed me to get here and be able to generate more money from my investments, and that I strategically followed in order to get here. So I hope this video will help you get there as soon as possible. Welcome to my channel. Today I am actually recording here from Cebu, Philippines, in this beautiful hotel with great service and many great amenities, as you can see around. My goal is to show everybody how we can actually live without having the need to work, where all our investments can actually generate enough money to pay for all our expenses. So if this is something that calls your attention, please consider to subscribe, because I am going to show you step by step how I accomplished this. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk to you about 3 things that I did to allow me to get here. If you have seen some of my videos, if not, I encourage you to see some of the other parts of my life, but I am going to talk about the 3 steps that I followed to get here. Number 1, getting out of debt. So yes, you need to get out of debt. One of the things that I did is that I work hard part-time and a full-time to pay for my college tuition, so I could graduate debt-free. At one point, I was owing almost $10,000 in credit cards. So what I did is I started paying for these credit cards as fast as possible. I got a part-time and I got another part-time on top of my full-time that paid my expenses. So I was able to pay this money super quickly. I started with the smallest amount of my credit card. I got that one out of the way, then the next one, and then I finally paid my 3rd credit card 100%, so I didn't have any debt. So step number 1, create a plan, work hard, and get out of debt. If you have a temptation to use those credit cards, just cut them off or save them somewhere where you're not tempted to use it, and just use a debit card. But the number 1 step that you need to do is just get out of debt. Next step that I did was to open a brokerage account and start investing for your future. So I have different accounts that I have been showing you in my channel. So I have my 401k that I had with my job, which was matching 5% of my accounts every single paycheck. So that was the number 1. I saved 5% because my job gave me another 5% match. The next one is Roth IRA, where I invested the maximum every year. In the year 2024 is $7,000 if you are under the age of 50. If you're over 50, you can actually invest $8,000 a year. So yes, this account has a maximum. And the number 3, which is another bucket that I have, so I didn't have to wait for my money to grow until the age of 60, is my individual brokerage account. So I opened an individual brokerage account, which I invested the difference from the 5% that I was putting in my 401k and the other $7,000 that I was putting in my Roth IRA. So I invested the difference in my individual account, which in this account has the advantage that you can actually pull money out of your investments only by paying the taxes. I never sold my stocks, so most of my stocks, they have a 1 year or more in my account, which lowers the amount of taxes that I pay every year if I decide to take any gains from my investments. I don't sell my stocks, I just make money with my own stocks without selling any single share, which I am showing in my VIP club. So if you're not part of my VIP club, I invite you to become part of this community, which I'm showing you step by step how I invest $250 every single week. And what I did is I opened a brand new account just to show everyone how I can bring this account from 0 to $1 million. And this is my goal. So every week I am buying $250 in this brand new account. So if you want to see what stocks I'm buying this week, please join our VIP community so you can continue learning in this investment journey. So we already spoke about the number 1 is getting out of debt. Number 2 is to start investing for your future. investing your money from your current income. And the number three is strategically manage your money so you can pay for all your expenses when you're not working. So what I did here is that during 2024, when the stock market has been going up so much, I started separating some money for me to live during the next 2 years. So I started creating money with my shares of thousands of shares that I have in my accounts, and I started putting aside on a high yield interest account money that I need to spend for my expenses in the next 2 years. So in the event that the stock market take a crash for 1 or 2 years, I'm going to be fine. I will just take extra money that I get from my different sources of income, and I start buying stocks at a low price, which is something that I really love. A lot of people spend money on Black Friday, Christmas, holidays. I love collecting stocks of great companies, and this is what I do. So I always talk about how the S&P 500 returns 10% every year. So for example, the S&P 500 have returned more than 30%. So what I do is I take this 30% profit from my investments. So I save, for example, 3 years of income. So I leave this money, the principal, in this account without touching it. So it can actually grow. And let's say the stock market plunges for 1 or 2 years. So I have these 2 or 3 years of expenses already saved in a high yield savings account. So when the stock market returns and continues to go up, which has happened in the past 30 to 50 years, I can continue to generate money and pull money aside for the next 2 or 3 years. And this is how you can actually take this money and make it work for you to pay your expenses indefinitely by just investing in great companies that actually produce products and services that we all use. So I hope this video is a good example of what I am doing, because I want to help you achieve financial independence and create a great retirement for you and your family. So thank you so much for your support. We're going to have an amazing 2025, so get ready because the best is yet to come.